Hola amigos, it is I, El Presidente Quill 18, coming at you with some more Tropico 6. This is our pacifist island, theoretically.
Today, revealing that the Allies and the Axis.
Yeah, thank you very much, Penultimo.
Tropico has annexed.
We are in the World War era, and we are working to become allied with the Allies, which currently is requiring that we sabotage the Axis. So we're working on that slowly. Paying attention a little bit to our economy, because we have had to expand our social services a bit, because we are trying to keep people as happy as possible. The next thing would really be to try to throw in an extra industry or two that is simpatico with what we're doing. Although, Henry,
the citizens are demanding elections.
I will do a speech. I will acknowledge that housing sucks. I will praise the religious. I'm going to blame the Axis. Well, we don't need to blame anyone. Our approval's okay. I could promise to improve the housing, because we're sort of already doing it. Or I don't have to promise anything. We'll get reelected without a promise. It'll be a little safer this way.
My people, there
was something else I was about to do before that pop-up came.
Your prosperity is my honor.
And I don't remember what it is, and I'm a little worried about that.
Faith, and I gracefully accept your love. You are my Tropico.
Hopefully it wasn't anything important.
And what of my people?
New protests have started, but we weren't going to be able to deal with their demands. It's for housing anyway. We're already working on housing.
But soon, roofs for all and walls for many.
And we have actually built some. Oh, lots of people are living in the apartments. That's interesting.
Not forsake our beautiful shores.
All right, here too. Now they might be going a little far, although we've got the apartments fairly spread out.
In this life.
Since this is literally full, maybe we'll build a second apartment over here.
El Presidente for the future that you deserve.
There's a little polluti over here, right next to the mines. Not the greatest spot to live, but deal with it. And we still have that job for the chapel. Let's go ahead and do that. We got an area over here that's a little far from any religious buildings. Plop you down, and let's get you some fun over here as well, so you don't have to go too far to get some of that. I would like to get power set up, but again, I want to get probably an industry. Now, I think we can do a steel mill. We can actually do weapons as well. We don't produce nickel, though. Yeah, let's get this going. Try to go a little further away from some of the houses to limit some of the pollution. But we've got lots of coal and lots of iron production. Yeah, coal and iron.
With the conflagration which destroyed much of the world's farmlands finally extinguished, raw resource prices fell today. All across the world, many people celebrated this news by staging elaborate firework displays.
The fires are over, hooray! How come the Allies don't like us as much? That's a little weird. Trade charts are still very active. One of the things we're going to look out for is, was there a steel one? And that's a steel import, so we don't want that, and then the prices get down a little bit. Okay. Doing wool and cloth and things might be good, especially since we do have a leather industry, so we could get working towards apparel long term. How's the schooling doing? Alright, lots of people here, which is good. Education is free, of course, for Tropicans. Gold mines are going. But we can't do a jeweler's, right? That's later? Jewelry workshop, yeah. Creamery's fun. We can start doing cheesy things. We can do cigars, so that classic industry, right? We've got a little bit of rum making. Oh, that was what I was going to do. The chrome tanning over here to decrease the consumption of hides. 5 grand. It should pay for itself over time. We've done an Axis sabotage. How does that make them feel? Oh, they're actually fine. We can always ask for financial aid if needed. Although if we keep the relationships high, we keep getting foreign aid. So it might be better not to upset anyone. Getting some power sooner than later would be nice. We're almost on the housing happiness goal. I mean, it'll keep rising. There we go. There's the 30. So that should end. Maybe there's a rounding error. Come on.
I knew I could count on you.
Chapel's up. We'll just take the money. And yeah, this would make the service quality less, but could give them healthcare. But hopefully we don't need that. We've got 3 clinics set up. Housing's still the low. Actually, everything's pretty good. Crime safety 45, fun 47 are the only ones that aren't above 50. I mean, again, other than housing. And that's not too shabby. Now, police lowers liberty, but no, we can let them vote freely. But crime happiness is good too, and low crime happiness does turn people into criminals. That, you know, keeps things in this vicious cycle. So it might not be a terrible idea to get that going. I might want a couple. Just get one, because I still want to get the economy happening. How's the worker? Oh, we got 2 unemployed, so that's good. We can build more buildings. There's people ready to work in them. Barely, but yes. Okay, this needs power. So, if I wanted to build a mine for nickel... Oh, we do have nickel. Okay, this one is kind of buried. There's another one. We could always...
Election is a landslide, Presidente. The metaphorical kind, not the kind that accidentally reduces the size of the workforce.
Newspaper library. These things could be moved. For now... Trio of nickel mines over here. And we're going to get started on our parking. There we go. We'll let the thing built up, and then we'll go ahead and put in free wheels. $1,000 a month is, it's not a small thing, but it does go a long way towards increasing the efficiency of our island. And so, it might not quite pay for itself now, although it's probably pretty close to doing so. So if we got nickel, we can start doing weapons factories. In fact, I suspect we can probably build a second steel mill as well. I mean, we've got more workers coming in. I mean, generally speaking, they should come in. We have the immigration office. Our happiness is pretty good, which will also increase immigration. Our faith happiness is pretty good. 51. I mean, it's not stupendous, but it's pretty good. So baby making should still be happening at a fairly decent pace. So yeah, I think our economy is going to keep growing.
They say war is good for business, but what's really good for business?
I don't think we need another fire station, but another Teamsters office over here actually makes a lot of sense. So it seems like a pretty okay thing. If nothing else, I mean, we'll be building Teamsters office when we go over here. I guess we'll be building a fire station over here later too, but you know, one thing at a time. I just realized the irony. We are a pacifist nation, but we're going to make weapons. But, you know, we're just not going to use them, that's all. It's fine. Alright, some new coal or nickel mines. We'll want the cannery. We're going to can the nickel. And we'll want a few other things, which we could build. Oh, no, Cold War. I was going to say we could build if we had power, but not quite. There are some things we can do with power. I think these do generate a little bit of crime. I think you get the cameras and it improves it. I think we'll want another police station over here. Something like that. Something like that. Again, that lowers liberty. We might want a new newspaper over here, or at some point, I mean, when we get power, radio stations, TV stations, they will help a lot.
I had the nightmare.
Free wheels.
The poor are
Done. Because I think normally only the rich can use the cars. Rich and tourists. Now everyone can. Move around the island a lot faster. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, and I have the extra mission to produce cocoa. We could start it and then just trash the plantation later. I don't remember. Was there like a half-decent cocoa thing? I mean, not much, but sort of. I'll build it on an angle like this. What I'll do is I'll road out to here in a straight line, and then we'll just fit it as best as we can. 96%, although it doesn't have all the tiles filled. 94% over here. It'll be slow, but it'll finish this. It'll give us some Swiss bank account money, and then we can trash it or keep it.
Boy, do I feel good today.
Well, we got the mission to do the fire station anyway. I guess maybe we could have done it together, but these are both things we're going to build anyway, so I'm not saddened by this at all.
Good show. Not bad at all. Almost worthy of an Englishman, I'd say.
Alright, allies in place. Axis now really hate us. Let's drop a praise on this.
Oh, very good ship.
And then trade route with the allies.
The allies are now our allies too. Together, we will face the enemies. Who are our enemies?
Ah, Penultimo, thank you very much for those inspiring words. I don't know what we would do without you. Alright, since we already have the blueprint for the steel mill, let's drop a second one immediately. Because I think we can support it. We can sell some more steel to make money, and then we'll do is we'll get the, we'll sell the steel, we'll sell the nickel directly, and then we'll work on our weapons factory. Which is fairly pricey, not too bad. Actually, hold on. Industrialization. Thanks. We save a little bit more money up. We'll industrialization and then slap down the steel mill and maybe 2 weapons factories all in one go. It should save us money as long as we're doing it sort of at the same time. I mean, I guess I could still do the one. It runs for long enough, but I want to make sure we don't miss out on it. Urban development is done. Housing's still the lowest, but at 32. Okay, there's money I think we need. Critical mass. Industrialization. Steel mill. Unlock weapons factory. And then build it. I don't know if I want to make more intersections. I guess I can do that and that. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have any employed citizens, so we're still going to be maybe a little limited to how fast we build it. What happens when this levels up? Oh, it just increases the, changes how much people like this. Coconut's trending up. That doesn't really affect us. So what we're hoping for here is because we've, paid attention to a lot of the moods. So I could trash this. Because basically what I did here, right, is I spent the 1,500 of the national money to earn 1,000 Swiss bank account money, but we still made the cocoa. I think I will demolish this because I don't think we really have a cocoa industry. We'd rather them be working in the mines and the factories. And we do have some extra workers around. Export trade route with the allies is happening. Might just be a little while before it finishes. Okay, money's a little low. Didn't have much of a freighter there. I think we do need the Teamster's office. And we've got the mission for it, so... I know we're going to go negative money. We can always just ask for some foreign aid. The allies like us a lot, and they'll probably continue to like us more. Let's do a financial aid request from the allies. And then we can flip it around and then praise the Axis with that money. I mean, we already praised it, but that's effectively what happened. No, handguns is fine.
The best defense is a good offense.
Yeah, well, we're going to have the offense. Don't worry about that. I want to build a second one of these fairly quickly before I upgrade. Since the upgrade's not productivity, it's just job quality, which I do want to get, but we can wait a tick before we do that. 33 grand waiting there. That's nice. So yeah, let me copy you right away. And yeah, that industrialization edict has saved us so much money already. 1 unemployed citizen. Any other industry we want to set up quite quick? Not really. What can can? You can fish or pineapple. I don't remember if you need iron. We have it. We have iron and steel. Maybe there's an upgrade available for it. Can we grow pineapples? Now, pineapples are quite nice because they do boost each other.
Canal Uno. More than just El Presidente's favorite radio station. What does that say? Love. We love El Presidente with all our hearts.
And Ultimo, I don't like that you had to check your notes for that. I actually don't know if these will boost each other facing this way. Anyway, all that is because I was going to build the cannery. Luckily, it's fairly cheap and half price. Does it need power? Oh. Oh. Alright. Probably is the next thing we want to do. Church and state. Yeah, freedom of religion's fine. We're gonna go with fairly please everyone kind of vibes here. Nickel's trending up. Well, that's nice. Yeah, it would still be nice to be doing something with the gold. You know, our jewelry workshops. We are selling a lot of hides. We could get more tannery stuff going, but I don't know if that's worthwhile. Wait for deliveries over here. We have a few unemployed, because I was like, we could upgrade the Teamster's office, because we haven't done that before. But I don't know. I think we've got plenty of Teamsters. I don't think there's a backlog anywhere. Food's good. Healthcare's okay. Alright. Yeah, no major complaints. Got the blueprint for the bank. That's nice. So we're hoping for some big-time weapon sales. How's the exports? Okay. Industrialization ended. Wow, okay. So we'll have to... Well, we probably don't have to do this again for cannery. The cannery's fairly cheap, so it's not a big deal if we don't hit that. It's possible that our free wheels are just too expensive. But, well, it's not too bad. We could run some short allied trade routes as well. Might be worth unlocking a new one now. Well, let's do a short pineapple export. Yeah, so we'll spend this, but it does mean we'll be selling our pineapples at a premium, and it advances our story here. You do love me again, which is good. I'd love to ask for financial aid, but it's on cooldown. You are waiting for some steel. Definitely here. We might need more steel mills. And those are pretty expensive. We don't have industrialization, but it might be worth throwing down. There you go. Yeah, I don't know what the bottleneck's going to be there.
Would any of these be of interest to you? It's all strictly above board, of course.
There's something to be said about keeping the Axis standings up. What I'll do is I'm going to unlock this extra slot right now. It'll give us more options later on. Those slots get more expensive as you go, but the first few aren't bad. So you're still raiding here for money. I mean, we could also be trying to ninja some people, and we can ninja some wonders. It actually might be time for that. No dying from healthcare, but I want to supply healthcare, and I want to do the normal education, so we're not going to do either one of those. We did the Stonehenge last time, which is pretty sick for a wood-based economy. It's actually insanely good. But to mix it up, we could heist. Brandenburg Gate instead. No die-hard political views. Really, it's only the militarists where that might be a problem, because I think we're going to be trying to please pretty much everyone, but the militarists, like, we're not going to be building military buildings. I think the Stonehenge actually makes the most sense, though. Let's do it. Because it's not a bad idea to set up another woodsy industry. So Stonehenge generates a bunch of trees around it. And so you can have basically unlimited logging just going nuts. Turn that into planks, turn the planks into boats, turn some of it into toys just for variation, because that's fun. Makes me happy. We aren't swimming in cash, admittedly. I mean, we made 20 grand last year. So, I mean, we're making a profit. But perhaps not as speedily as I'd like. Although, yeah, see, and then we get big cash injections like that. Selling lots of pineapples, which is good for the trade route progression. And when we do get the power up and the cannery up, pineapple trade route is complete. So we're looking for more. We do have a little bit of coffee. I did set that up, so we'll do a short coffee export.
Good job there, Presidente. Thanks, off. Hey, I'll say this about war. It keeps us busy with exciting adventures.
At this point, the random blueprint might be worth more than 2,000. I'm wondering if the immigrants are better. No, I'm going to grab the blueprint. College blueprint. That was definitely a valuable one. Do we have the power plant blueprint? No, we don't. Let me keep banking some money for now. I know it's not terribly exciting.
A message from El Presidente.
Ooh, our first fire.
Buy war bonds.
Literally our first fire. But we have a couple of fire stations. We should be okay.
And you can win fabulous prizes.
Exports, Prez. Who
Export
doesn't
steel
love
is something we're
exports?
already doing,
Goods
so that's going to be an
leaving
easy
port,
finish for some
money
spent
coming
account.
back. Now, I don't want to alarm you, but
I'm gonna
going
bank a
need
convincing
rather
talk.
prompt decision on these offers.
I actually have a mission to build a fire station too. I was thinking, oh, I could do a convincing talk, but there's no reason to do that. We're going to build it eventually. You know, the sooner we do it, the sooner we get the ratings boost, and then we can start doing more audiences. How's the research coming? All right, this is the next thing in the queue. All right, to queue up a little bit more research. We don't have a college yet. I'm okay with waiting on that. You know, mostly just brought in some college-educated people. We've got the high school going. Yeah, there's not that much need for college workers, and it would be a little bit more expensive to do. I do want these. Last 12 months, we ran negative money. You're short on nickel. I mean, we don't have a huge backlog, but I think we might upgrade these Teamsters offices to second shifts. Meat? I don't remember. Can you can meat, freeze meat? I might be getting confused between different versions of Tropico. Like, because in previous versions, yeah, you can do canned meat, fish, coffee. It just mentions pineapple and fish here. Maybe there's an upgrade or different modes available if we build it, but we do need power to run that. All right, that is a stonking amount of money. Let's get power going, so we can unlock a new economy or new industry. That will connect, and it's right next to some coal mines. Yes.
Some
Seems like an
say
okay
that
idea.
while there remain nations on
You want a radio station near the axis. Well, I'm not opposed to having radio stations. I wonder if they were waiting on that until I had power, because you can't build it until you've got power. I don't know. We will need a substation somewhere in here. But adding power to our island will jumpstart the economy even further, because there's a bunch of upgrades. We could do the mines to get tons more resources out of them, boost our industrial buildings. Big cash investment to do it, but I think it's going to be worthwhile. Another big set of exports coming. Again, at some point, build a second dock. Again, this dock isn't being overwhelmed, but to minimize some of the walking times wouldn't be terrible. Or driving times, really. And there we go. So coal should get delivered over there. And if we look at electric substation... Can I tuck one on our beach? Tuck one back here. There we go. That'll be okay. So that'll cover the island. Blueprint for theater? Well, I guess that's fine. No upgrades we can do right now. Coal has been delivered. Need the substation to be set up, and then we need some money for upgrades. As far as we haven't exported any steel, are we converting all the steel into weapons? Well, right now it's still the nickel. That's the bit of a delay. It's possible we don't have enough nickel mining. We can still move things over here to get access to more nickel. But, okay, substation is up. These nickel mines here. Oh! I can't do that until the Cold War. Well. Modern times. Okay. Well, I will move the newspaper here.
Atomic bombs. Fact or fiction? Tropican scientists say, we don't understand the physics. Palace says, try harder.
At least the movement is basically instant. That's nice. Alright, I'm gonna let the smoke clear.
Of disasters. The crew is so...
We can deliver rum. We have a little bit of rum production. That's gonna be okay. Mines. Well, mines singular, I guess. Either way. Alright. Well, a little more nickel production's not bad. So yeah, you're waiting for rum deliveries.
Arr.
Good. I think I will go... I'm gonna upgrade all the Teamsters offices to have a second shift. Move things around the island a little bit faster.
The citizens are demanding
I
elections.
will deliver a speech. Ooh, people aren't that happy. I'll acknowledge that housing sucks. I'll praise the religious. Actually, maybe we'll praise the capitalists since they're so disappointed. We can start blaming the allies. I don't know how much of a drop you get. Because we can't break the alliance. If we do, it's a problem. We can start breaking the Axis, but I don't want to cause problems that way. Do we promise improvements? I don't know if we can afford to improve the housing. I won't make any promises.
We were ready to hold.
My friends, my people.
Hopefully that doesn't backfire on us.
Golden age of prosperity for every living Tropican. It was your trust that made it possible. Your trust of me, El Presidente. And what of my people? I feel your pain when your walls shudder and your roofs
still
leak.
nickel.
Those of you who have roofs. But soon, roofs for all and walls for many. Our
Increase the
ongoing prosperity
efficiency of
is
these nickel
supported
mines.
by the capitalists. With thanks.
I could close one of these buildings, but we did pay for it. And they do run most of the time. Just every now and again they run out of nickel.
Progressive attitudes toward taxation. So vote El Presidente for the
hold on.
future that you
I guess the
deserve.
speech has kicked in. Our sport's gone up. I was gonna say, the capitalists don't like us very much. Maybe we can just have a convincing talk for the fire station rather than build it. And that would boost, but looks like we're gonna be okay. Alright, no problem. Only 3 unemployed citizens. Housing still sucks. Yeah, there we go. These will reach... Well, this one will reach that one, and this one will reach the other one. This one doesn't reach either one, so it's not going to get that boost, unfortunately. Oh, weird. We can build the cannery, which isn't too expensive, right? I'm going to go for it. I know it'll put us into the red. Put it here, near, you know, various pineapple places. We got the power. I mean, it will help the economy. And we've got tons more money about to happen here. Okay, good. Okay, so now, yeah, no regrets. Because we want this, because it is going to be really good for our economy. How's the Liberty Happiness? 59, okay. I definitely want to keep it above 50. I don't know if 50 is a magic number. It's just arbitrarily what I've used. You know, in terms of threats, no threat. Oh, we do know of one rebel. So there are some rebels being created. Again, it disables the military buildings, but I think the palace guards still exist, so we can still defend our palace against a tiny little attack. Just nothing too significant. Alright, cannery is up. It needs fish and pineapple. Yes, we can. Local supply. High pressure canner. Ah, now it can do meat. Yes! Flash freezer for coffee. That'll be later. But yes, we're definitely going to do the high pressure canner. Because now there's even more things you can use. In fact, I suspect we're going to want more than one cannery. Because we export a fair amount of meat. Both of these, we're waiting for their nickel. We want the cannery. But yeah, we can't power drill until the next era. We could expand to another island and get some more resources. But it's not like we have the workers for it anyway. Literally one unemployed person in the entire island. It's Jim. God damn it, Jim. Why you gotta be like that?
I'm sure the good citizens of Tropico.
No need to adjust the ballots. And yeah, this nickel output is being picked up fairly regularly. It's not a shortage of Teamsters. And another giant boatload, ready to go. A little foreign aid, mostly from the Allies. I don't know if the Axis care about me so much anymore. Another fire. All trade routes are currently busy. If we had one for something we're making a lot of, like we were making pineapple, but that'll, you know, go away. Well, some of it will still export as is, but we're hoping a lot of it turns into canned goods. We need a trade route for canned goods, that would be really nice. What we might want is, and I want to not delay this for too long, is get more of the government buildings. Manipulate some of the prices and things, you know?
Once more.
What else did I have that I would want power for? There's nothing there. Well, how about a radio station near the embassy? Yes, yes, yes. near the Axis Embassy. Oh, it's over here. Radio station. It's not even that expensive. Doesn't need road access, so we'll stick it right back there. They'll spread some extra liberty and complete this mission for the Axis, which will please them and stop them from embargoing me as much. And we can take some extra cash. Nice. The storage, it's not 10,000 total, is it? It's 10,000 any one thing. So, like, I don't think it's anywhere close to filling up. And if it was, we'd see one of the buildings complain about having a full queue and not being able to produce anymore.
You ask?
I'm just going to take the money. Thanks, that's fine. I will accept prizes in the form of money.
I came to see you as soon as I found these were available.
We're good there. So research is still slow because we have the libraries on Liberty Building. Can't do any upgrades to this right now. Blueprint for Cabaret. Those for various... Okay, healthcare's dropping a little bit. Housing still bad. But no one's freaking out. We got re-elected. People like us 69%, and that's nice. Nice. Money's there. Well, since we don't have more people, expanding to another island doesn't really make any sense. Let's get the customs office. And again, thematically, I like to have it near the dock, but we don't really have space for that. Oh, there is there. I mean, that's not actually by the dock, but you know what? Done. Although we will need a little more housing maybe in some of these areas. We can build an apartment here if I move the tavern. I think I will just do that. Actually, I guess I could put it there, but we could also put a clinic in here. We'll see. You need college-educated workers? I'm going to go ahead and get all 5 slots that way. Imports, special taxes, Swiss bank account. No, stimulate exports is going to be good. Keep the exports prices a little higher. And the theory is that will more than pay for itself. I mean, you need a certain amount of economy before that's true, I think. But hopefully we are there.
We've done it. The rocks rolled up.
All right.
Presidente, you look bored.
You want me to do an import with the Axis? Well, we will see.
Rockets, the newest threat.
Would any of these be of interest to you?
Buy another convincing
It's all
talk.
strictly above
Because we could
board,
convincing
of
talk
course.
this one. At some point, we're just going to advance to the next era. Although, really, we need complete trade routes a lot faster before that happens. Oh, you know what? We can do a short shellfish one. I'm going to pay for this. Because we do produce some shellfish. Hopefully, we export some rather than eat it. We'll complete that in advance. Yeah, I'm okay with this. And I think it's going to be time for us to move to the next island. Because I don't want to 100% fill this up right now, because we're going to need places for other things. At some point, these mines will expire, so we'll free up a little bit of space. But yeah. 22 grand overall last year. Nickel is still a little bit tight. A little bit tight. How's the employment? Okay. We can't really build more businesses. I think I hate doing it, but I think I mostly just have to be a little patient right now and wait for more things to finish. Do we want to run an audience? Well, we don't really need it for sport right now. We've had an election not that long ago. And Tropico papers. Yes, don't pay rent. Instead, they would go to personal Swiss bank account. But media buildings, yeah, get decreased because they hear about it unless you switch over to a different mode so that they don't get pissed off. Alright, well, we'll put a cut in here. I think we might expand to the other island. We can plop down Stonehenge and then build our wood industry over there. We'll just have to make sure that we're not, say, sitting on any mines we want to work. That's just more iron, which we're not desperate about. But we could actually, probably with Stonehenge over here. I think I like that idea very much. We'll need a little bit of cash before we get to that. But theoretically, we should be still running positive cash. We just spent 15,000 on a new trade route, which will pay for itself long term. And it's going to help us just advance in our overall, you know, allied trade route thing. But for now, it's definitely an expense. Wow, 51 grand waiting here. I don't know if this is this thing already kicking in or not. Or we just had that much sitting around. Oh, and then we immediately dropped 13. still. Okay, folks, thanks a lot for watching another episode. I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye-bye!